All right, we're good. So this is In the Dark of the Night, Part 2, Nightmare. So in Part 1, after a couple of weeks of, some people decided to go off and train, lifting weights or studying the art of persuasion. Some people got their droids fixed up. Some people did both. Some people bought and did other things. Katira probably did a little bit of recuperation and healing. After a couple of weeks of that, Bota Z got a comm from Cal Omas, the senator of New Alderaan. And actually, we got that pretty much right away once we landed on Cloud City. And that communication was, hey, the survivors that you rescued from New Anahuat City have reunited with the Anahuat government in exile. And over the last year, we've worked with a number of different groups, some top New Republic scientists, and we've also worked with Elaine on Cloud City to sort of create this floating. Oh, I'm getting some feedback here. I think that might be Jay. I think you fixed it. Cool. So they've created their own version of Cloud City. So let me just actually share that real quick. So it looks like this. So this is New Anahuat City, floating above the poison gas clouds that the Empire used to poison their planet when they rebelled. Think of it as almost like a proto-Alderaan. It happened. They were a prominent planet. They had been represented in the Republic for centuries, and when they voiced their dissent against the Empire gassed and poisoned their planet. Said it was a mining accident, and the population that was off-world survived. Some people managed to escape, and some people escaped. And then a generation later, we found them on a nearby planet, rescued them, and brought them all together. So they put this together. The middle of it is actually part of their old capital planet or capital city, sort of raised above the clouds. It floats. There's some cloud cars that are around it, and there's a number of Corellian corvettes and a Corellian gunship protecting the planet. Anyways, we get in, go to the gala that we were invited to. Well, by we, I mean mainly Bota. And at this outer atrium, here we sort of see different groups of people. We also see the Abyssians that Bota had invited. And we see a number of people. We were cornered by a reporter. And as the scientists are sort of taking the recognition from some of the New Republic leaders and the Inuit leaders, we see these massive pterodactyl type things, which I'm going to refer to as dactyls because that sounds like something that would be in Star Wars, and maybe it already is. But they're being ridden by these, look like stormtroopers flying towards the city itself. So in sort of that moment when you realize that these things are flying towards you and before panic has really set in, I think people here with their kind of, I would say like warrior instincts, sort of combat readiness that you get from sort of being like in all the battles that our groups have been on, you sort of have a quicker instinct, I think, than most folks. So we have down here, still kind of at the entrance, we have Rusty, we have Jimmy, we have Bota, we have Lynn, who's the representative of the Ibis people. Off to the far left, you have Rim, who is made an appearance. You have Katira in the crowd. And you have Jowkazza, who was by the reporter, who just sort of intimidated her. And is that everyone? Is everyone represented on this map? And the funny thing is I keep moving the map around as if you could see me moving the map around. and I think it's just because I'm recording it on OBS, so I'm sort of like watching it. But is everyone here on the screen?
I think so.
Okay. Cool. So everyone, roll your perception. Even if we don't go right to battle, we'll have a marching order for people's actions. All right, Jowkazza with a 5. And for people who don't remember, just roll your base perception.
Oh,
Katira with
13.
13. Rusty with the 9.
Jimmy with the 10. Take the shot before me.
Take the shot.
Take the shot, Jimmy.
Oh, we have Rim and Katira tied, but I think tie goes to Katira because she has the highest base. Okay, let me get this down. So it'll go Katira, Rim, Jimmy, Rusty, Jowkazza, Bota, and then the NPCs will make their action. And Jimmy, when after you go, so when it's your turn, you can also move for Sparky. So whatever you want Sparky to do, and Sparky could do something before you or after you, but you guys work on the same turn here. So let's see, Katira, you're right in the middle. You see these two, these two dactyls with their riders flying in. They seem to have sort of risen out of nowhere and are flying right towards this city at a very, very quick pace. You have maybe one turn before they sort of swoop in. And they're not
Are,
really this close, but otherwise this map would be huge, but they're pretty close.
are they, do they look like they're going for a location, like converging on a point?
Yeah, so let me. These are a little too big. Make them a little smaller. So this is an outdoor open atrium. So they
Hmm.
literally look like they're flying, here, here. There's two that aren't completely lined up. Like they're not like two in a straight line, but they look like they're both flying like right towards, the atrium itself. It doesn't look like
Um,
they're flying elsewhere on to any other part of the New Anahuat city.
so can I took the controls for these little cameras that this reporter had
Yep.
from her. Um, and I'd like to see how well I can control them. But I'd like to look at the crowd and see if anybody looks unsurprised at this happening, like they were kind of expecting this.
Okay, so you can either take like a long look around and sort of scan the crowd and maybe move, or you can take a quick look and try to then take control of the droids. Which
Um, I'll take a look at the crowd first and move.
okay, go ahead and roll your perception.
Base perception. 18.
Um, People seem surprised, and you're sort of looking around at the crowd.
Yeah, kind of seeing if anybody seems like they might have been expecting this, or were waiting for this, or are taking like acting opposite of the crowd, taking advantage of it or something.
Uh, Everyone seems surprised, genuinely, and you do feel like you get a good look at the crowd.
All
So
right.
it feels like you were able to get a good measure of the crowd, um, and people all look surprised, but a lot of people look incredulous, like rather not scared. They just are like, is this part of this or?
All right, and let's see. We know Calamos, and that's actually Calamos, right? Not some sort of a
That really,
hologram.
unless it is a changeling
All right, which it may very well be.
or some sort of human replica droid.
Um, okay, and I will. So I'll take my kind of movement to move towards this cloud car over here.
Okay.
Like about, I don't know, like about here.
Okay, you're just going
Mhm.
right to the guy, or are you gonna try to push past them and let's see how
Um,
far was that?
that was, well, I was right here. So yeah. So it'd be 10 to get to the cloud, like onto the cloud car basically itself.
Okay, do you want to go to the door of the cloud car, or are you gonna wait right out in front?
Uh,
You see a mechanic type guy, and you see a guard, and the guard is, but they're both looking. Um, what?
yeah.
They're looking over that
I'll
direction.
yeah. I'll kind of like sit behind them. I like everything's really out of range at this moment. And keep an eye out for anybody in general. Well, yeah, we'll be there.
Cool. All right, it is now Rim's turn. So you're on the
What to
far
do,
left.
what to do.
Yeah, not a lot. This is more of a prep before for the battle, or if you have a great idea.
Rem isn't quite the prepper. Alright. So I'm kind of near a guard, and I'm gonna say something funny to the guard. So I'm gonna be like, oh, does this happen often?
Okay. Are you trying to persuade the person, or you're just saying something off the cuff?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit rhetorical. It's a bit like, it seems like everyone doesn't think this happens often, but, I'm trying to see if I can get a little bit of information, like, hey, like, has this happened before?
Okay.
You know, like, do you know that there are stormtroopers that are, riding
Got it.
pterodactyls?
Okay. Okay, great. So you say that to the guard, and the guard says, ah, I mean, it's most of our since our first day. Is this part of the? Hey, you look fancy. Is this part of the ceremony?
Um, okay, can I use my zooming eyes to zoom in and see, like, get more detail on these dudes that are on the flying things? Like, are they definitely stormtroopers or?
Yeah, you can do that. So let's see. Let's get your zooming eyes figured out. So,
I think it's like plus to perception for things that
okay,
are far
all
away.
search skills. Okay, yeah. So more than okay, yeah. So this actually works to your benefit because your zooming eyes work. They basically work either very far away or very close.
Yeah.
So go ahead and what is your search skill itself?
Um.
3d6, or so it's 3d6 plus 2. So go ahead and roll 6d6 plus 2 for your search.
Okay. Okay.
It's just like you have a built-in binocular.
66 plus 2, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
So it'd be like /r 5d6 plus
Oh, I got it.
1d6
I got it.
exclamation plus 2. Oh, nice.
26.
Okay, 26. That is a great view of it. Okay, so these they look like stormtroopers. They have clean armor on. They have silver shoulder pads, But the interesting thing is that they're like in their legs, they look like they're carrying something. Like it looks like in their legs, they're carrying. It almost looks like kind of like coffins, like long rectangular boxes.
The size of a human coffin?
Maybe a little bigger. Yeah, bigger, but not by much. Maybe like 7 feet long ish,
Okay.
and maybe bigger, like I don't know, taller height wise. But they're just like they're carrying these rectangular things.
Okay. I'm gonna turn back to the guard and say, "Yeah, son, I don't think this is part of the ceremony at all."
Okay, so he nods, looks very pale, and then gets on the comm and says, "We got a situation. This is not part of the ceremony. Read me." And so he starts. It looks like he kind of shocked him into doing something.
Yes. Cool. And then other than that, is there anywhere like close to me that looks like I can get a little behind cover to avoid some blaster fire,
So you can move.
or maybe
10.
even just be hidden?
So they have like these things right here. There's sort of like a wall here that goes at maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 feet, and these are kind of bushes or trees that they've planted. They go at maybe 8 feet, so you could kind of hide here and get some cover, or you can go along this wall itself. You could go closer this way and sort of go along the wall if you'd like to. You can go up to 10 squares.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
that,
I
that'd
think I
probably be
will.
the best, unless you go for human shields.
Oh, you know what? Nah, I think I'll be on the side over here. Kind of see if I can just get allow them to fly right over me.
And so here's the thing: the rest of the group doesn't even know you're here. So that'll.
That's even better. I could just slowly back away. This goes sideways. All right.
Cool. Okay, now we have Jimmy and Rusty.
Oh, do I need
Oh,
to
no.
roll anything to like hide or anything, or is it just like
You could
you
roll.
like when?
Rolling hide is
Sneak.
hiding something on you, like
Okay.
palming a card or something like that. You could roll a sneak if you wanted to not be noticed by somebody.
Okay, but not they're too far away, right? So I wouldn't
Yeah.
need to do that at this point. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so now you got Jimmy and Rusty.
Same time?
Jimmy and I guess to decide which one.
Oh,
Oh no, sorry,
Okay.
I meant Jimmy and Sparky. I wrote my notes down.
sorry.
I
Yeah,
was like,
you
well,
both.
we're gonna tag team this, Rusty, and like, let's do it.
I love it.
I mean,
Sorry.
are we close together? Yeah, we're pretty close. I'm like, hey man, what's up?
So sorry.
I don't know. You see these things before?
Oh man, this is gonna be stupid, but I really want to try it. So, Jawa Jimmy, having seen dinosaurs before, or at least dragons, he's like, I got this. I got a flute for the situation.
Okay. You want
Jawa Jimmy's gonna bust out that terrible flute from the Jawa King, and he's gonna try to soothe these animals so they
Okay.
fall asleep.
So you're very far away. I think.
Oh, I'm super far away. Dang it.
Yeah. So I think if you play the flute, the only people that really hear you are like, I don't know, up to here, unless Spark he has like a boom, like a stereo inside of him, and can boost it. I don't think that's a thing. But yeah, you I'm not. I'm saying that would actually be interesting. I will roll a reaction on that if you decide to do that later, but they definitely wouldn't be able to hear you right now.
Dang it. Okay. Well, that's sad, Panders, because I was like, ooh, this could be como se dice fun. Because yeah, I think Jawa Jimmy would actually probably want to give that a shot. Since it actually makes sense for him to give it a shot. I guess. Can I roll a? Well, let's see. What would Jawa Jimmy know?
Hey,
Remember-
divertido.
Threw me
What's
off
the
guard.
performance?
Let's see. If Jawa can't use the flute now because he's too far away, can he get going for a closer look on the crowd and like get closer in? Like I don't know how. What's the distance here? I don't know the scale.
Just each of these is so Jawa Jimmy is one of the fastest Jawas. He's got buff little legs
He's like-
and is really worked up. So Jawas normally move 8. Jawa Jimmy is speed of 10. So you can move 10 of these squares whichever direction you like to go. This is really more of a, you don't always have to do something. This is more of a prep because stuff might happen later.
Can
Let's
people
see
tell
here.
how buff Jawa Jimmy is? Or is it like underneath his cloak you can't really tell?
It depends. It depends if he's wearing his cloak. Sometimes he wears.
Jawas can not wear the cloak? I thought it's like, you know.
Well, he likes
Oh,
to
he can
sometimes
wear
wear a little suit.
Oh shit, what does a Jawa look like without a cloak? I must look that up.
Good luck.
Not great.
Also, be careful.
Be careful what you wish for.
You ever go to your local speeder mechanic
Do
and
not
see those
Google
towels they're
that.
using?
Hey, and we got.
I'm not sure I like what I see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's see here.
It's like a train wreck. You don't want to Google that.
Yeah, you just hard pass. You just like, nah, I'm good. I'm real good at that.
Too late, I already started searching. That's pretty fucking terrifying.
It is. It's not good. I guess Jawa Jimmy will do a scan if he does have an enhanced vision as well. If he can see if there's any weaknesses or anything on the nearest. I'm assuming this is a pterodactyl of sorts.
We call them
See if there's any
space
harness he
dactyls.
can shoot or anything that of weakness potentially of the creature. Like how are they staying on? Is it like a harness or anything you can shoot?
It is.
Just to,
It is. Yeah, it's really far away from you. You could take a shot, but let's see.
no, I wouldn't take a shot. I want to see if using my vision to see if I can see if there's any weaknesses or something in like the harness or how they're writing it. If I need to knock them off, like.
You got good hearing, do you? I don't know if you have.
Well, you.
Let's see here.
You do
You
have,
know.
Wait. You do have thermovision, so you could see
Yeah.
through fog, smoke, or darkness, which is interesting because these kind of appeared out of nowhere. So you could turn on your thermovision and sort of scan the clouds.
Yeah,
and-
let me go scan the clouds and see if there's anything else besides these two that we can see immediately.
Okay. You can also hear really well, but I don't know if that'd come in handy. You'd also want to get probably into a better position because you're sort of standing at the beginning of a plaza. Right in front of you is this sort of raised area over here. But, all the way like out here, all this green, that's supposed to represent sort of green clouds. So you might want
Right,
to...
I'm going to go
Yeah.
make my way over here to Jowkazza.
Okay.
I'll move Sparky with. How far can Sparky move? Actually, that's a
Sparky
good
is
question.
faster than all of us, except for Jowkazza. He can move 11, I believe.
Oh, geez. Okay, I'll put him up here then. Next to Jowkazza, my friend. And I'm going to scan and see if I can find anything. So I'll use the +2 to see if there's any other creatures in the clouds, I guess.
Because, to be clear, Sparky is, just to remind everybody, he's no longer that little astromech with the blue flames on his side. We've given him back his legs and his arms. and now he's a towering, almost 7 foot tall astromech with giant arms and legs that can walk 11 squares. Actually, you could get on his shoulders.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so Sparky's turn. He could pick you up, and you could get on his shoulders, and you could search, like you're at a concert.
Do it. Let's see here. It's a plus 2d6.
Yep. So you're
Okay.
gonna scan the horizon to see if there's any other things out there.
It'll be 5d6 in total. Let's see, what is my search? Search is 3d. I don't recall. Jimmy's got that.
So your base search is 4D. So.
Oh, it's 40. Okay.
Yep.
Base search is 4D.
So roll total is 60.
1d6. 20. What do I see?
Okay, let's see. 20. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. So through the fog, so you can see obviously these two sort of looming in. You also see. Oh no. Let's see here. Give me 1 second. I didn't think that this might happen. Okay, so you also see a couple of other shapes in the clouds themselves. Let me get that ready. Okay, so you also see a couple of smaller, also dactyl-shaped images in the clouds themselves that are sort of hanging out and using the cloud cover as sort of a way to sort of hide their presence. The interesting thing that you see, that you notice, but you can't quite pinpoint, is that you're seeing like massive amounts of energy, or not energy, but heat, I guess, from like just over and behind where this is, this sort of DS. So it could be from the planet, because you do sort of see, or not planet, but it could be from the floating apparatus itself, because you do see heat signatures here, over here from the cloud car, and similar, little red areas. But there's a big red area right here, and there's a couple of pterodactyl-shaped images also in the clouds, but they look smaller. I'll just put those in because I assume you're probably going to tell the rest of the group.
Yep. I'd be like, hey, I'm seeing this red heat signature over here, and noticing some other smaller pterodactyl-like creatures. And then, oh, okay.
I will move them to their proper area in just a minute.
Now, can I tell from this heat signature, is it look like a ship or a creature, or do I not know? It's just a blur of heat.
It's burning hot. You don't really
Oh.
know. You don't really know. It'd be heroic to be able to tell from a heat signature. From this.
What that
unless
is.
you got really close. Unless you got much closer and took a peek over the edge, which would give you more of an outline of what it is.
Is there any coverings in this area, like gazebos or anything like that?
Well, there's this big fountain right here that you could kind of get cover around. But as I told Rim, you have these things on the side. They're like 5 feet walls, just sort of going up so people don't fall off the edge. You'd really have to sort of pick yourself up and throw yourself off to get over the edge, unless you're here, which is a closed landing area. But there's also these tree bush, I guess they're shrubbery, that go to about 8 feet tall. So if you're right up against one of these walls here, you do get some sort of cover. Otherwise, right here there's some cover because it's raised, and this is just sort of blocked off. So those are just temporary measures blocking them off.
Shrubbery.
Exactly.
So can we like get the attention of people to get them towards the periphery and into the walls and shrubs?
Yeah, you can start yelling like if you want to do that on your turn. It seems like so at the top of the round, Katira did a pretty thorough scan, and it looks like most people are confused, or it looks like some people may even think this is part of their ceremony itself. This is what happens when you get you have people that have lived in a rural town for their whole life, and you have other people who have sort of lived on Coruscant and haven't lived back on Anawat, so they're not really sure what's happening right now.
Got it. Okay. Sorry for coming in late.
All good.
You should be.
Anything else, Jimmy, Sparky?
At this point, no. I think knowing Sparky, he'd be like, put your down now. I'm good.
All right. Are you going to stay on his shoulders, or is he going to put you down?
He's going to put me down.
Okay.
I would assume he'd be irritated with me on top of his shoulder, standing above.
Got it. Okay. Rusty, it is now really your turn.
Can I roll a perception to see if the closest dactyl, where it could possibly land? Like try to guess its trajectory?
Yeah.
Roll perception?
Yep, you just roll. If you have search, you can roll search. If you
Search.
had tactics, maybe. But yeah, just roll your perception or search.
And then would this be a panic mode? Can I add for my search? Add
Oh
one?
yeah. They are definitely feeling predatory. And now that Jimmy's just told everyone, and I guess Rim's probably listening because he has the comm channel. You guys just don't know these here.
18.
They look okay. So you can't see these little guys. You just know that they're out there, because Jimmy said, "Hey, there's more little dactyls out there." But these two are sort of coming at opposite ends and seem to sort of be coming together, right here, right in the middle. And they're not going. It doesn't look like they're going for any other part of the city, which it has towers, it has other areas, but this is sort of an outdoor atrium. So looks like they're headed right for the center.
All right, and then Rusty will go ahead and move towards the center.
Okay, you can move 10 squares.
All right.
Well, hello there.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey,
That's what she says.
better get down.
She says it like that too.
Oh, hello there.
Hey. Well, hello there. What's your name?
It's like I'm talking to a mirror. Okay. So
Nice
his-
day for some dactyls.
come for the dactyls. Stay for the flirting. It is now Jowkazza's turn, and then Bota.
Okay. Can you guys hear me okay? Is
Yep.
my mic fixed?
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, cool. All right. I turn to the reporter. Are these friends of yours?
She says she is looking down at her notes and is like, I don't understand. I don't see this on the scheduled for today at all.
All right. I'll grab her and I'm gonna say, "Come with me, unless you want to be dactyl dinner." And I'm going to go like beeline kind of towards Katara / the wall. So I think this is as far as I can get.
Okay.
I'll move myself down just so that I'm.
Okay, and you sort of grab her hand, or you just tell her to come with you.
No, I'll grab her.
Okay, roll your persuasion, or unless you're still intimidating her.
No, I don't have to be. Definitely not going to be able to persuade though. Let's see. It's knowledge, right? Still.
Persuasion is
Persuasion
perception.
is perception.
Persuasion is. Yeah. 11.
Okay, let's roll. All right, she agrees. She comes with. She starts going with you, and then as you guys sort of move this far, she says, "Hold on, I gotta make sure I get this recorded." And she touches a pad on her other arm, sort of like a wrist, and it's kind of like a small data pad, and these things start going like out this way to let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this one just turns around.
Wait, what do I have control over?
6, 7. You can take control of them if you wanted.
Okay, I just wanted to. I was just wondering, like, did I take the only controller? She's got a second one. Okay.
She's got something on her wrist that she's using to control them, but you have a main controller. Oh, she should have 4 of these. Let's get that. There we go. So there's 4 out there. And now it is Bota. So everyone seems to be pushing forward a little bit. You're talking to Lynn, who is seems a little confused. But it is up to you. Your turn. You can move 10. This is sort of like everyone here has seen combat and they have those combat instincts. So I'm giving everybody around to sort of get ready until they get closer, because they're pretty far off now, but they're moving fast. So next round, they'll be within striking distance.
All right. So first thing is I'm going to tell the full like ambassadorial entourage that I invited to take cover up against the wall. So there's 10 of them plus the speaker.
So the
So
speaker,
I think I would probably direct them over to this point right here.
Yeah, the speaker herself, she's a little. She's. I think she's a little bit of a warrior, but not. These other individuals, this honor guard, they're, you assume among the planet's best warriors. So you can
Yeah,
tell
so
them-
I would basically form a perimeter around the speaker and protect as many of the civilians here as you can. And this wall is a perimeter.
Okay, and you're gonna tell them that this is like they don't know what's going
I'm-
on. You're gonna have to tell them.
I'm
that
basically
it's-
expecting this as an attack, so I'm taking this as
Yep.
a defensive posture, knowing that there's stormtroopers on the pterodactyl things.
Yep.
And then I would also want to roll a like a command, basically for anybody within earshot to not to take this lightly, but to take cover. So basically evasive actions.
All right, so you quickly tell Lynn and the honor guard to tell her to get protection. Tell them to protect her and protect people. This is an attack, and then you yell out a command of everyone get down, right? Or something along those lines, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Roll your command.
All right.
Are you also, as you say this, what exactly are you going to say? Are you going to preface it your rank? Are you going to do anything like that?
I don't really have what am I, a general?
You're an ambassador, and you're still the guild master.
Am I not also a general of the New Republic?
You were, but you got promoted.
Oh.
Promoted.
Sounds better when it sounds like general coming than an ambassador.
You could say whatever you want. Honestly, it's. Hold on one second. I got to turn on a light. It just got really dark in here.
I think I would say something to the effect of, as General of the New Republic, I urge you all to take cover at the nearest position.
All right. So I missed the very beginning. Did you say you're a general or ambassador or?
Yeah. I would say, as General of the New Republic, I urge you all to take cover in nearest position.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your command.
You got a 19.
All right. Let me do a quick reaction roll. All right. Everyone, no one has any reason to doubt you. Everyone, you shouted out at it sort of a commanding voice. Some people even saw you were being interviewed, so they sort of lead credence. And also, you see little Gregor here from Matau. So there's people from Matau that remember you. So people start moving. So I'm going to start moving things around. Everyone think about what you want to do on your next turn while I sort of get this set up for...
Is that Efont Man?
It is one of his species.
Oh, man. What's he peddling?
Yeah, he didn't talk to him. So,
I never got a chance to ask him what he was selling.
I already got enough glitter stem
Okay.
I mean,
for the
that
rest
guy,
of my life.
yeah, that
We're
guy
good, then.
looks like he's enjoying whatever he has there.
Yo, Big E, what's up?
Piggy. Piggy Font.
That's a good one. Okay, so people start moving. People start sort of moving this way.
All a joke. We're all just pawns in it.
When I
Music video.
looked through the crowd, did I see anybody that I recognized?
Definitely. If you're on Matau, there's a good group of people that are here from Matau.
Not the Mattel. Like anybody, I guess that there's a do I recognize Zardra or Puggles or anybody along those lines? Any non-New Republic, I guess, people that we've run across.
No.
All
right. Roll 1d6.
It's your mother. 3.
All right. Evans.
Bob, what are you doing here?
You see out the corner of your eye, like, is that Rim? You're not sure, but you're.
I have been discovered.
You think you might see Rim.
Really, I'm hiding behind the tree, though.
Not very well.
When Katira did her initial search, she saw someone who looked like Rim. You're not sure.
Katira's pretty searchy.
Little Gregor's gonna run over.
Hey, save me, Bota Z.
What's going on, mister? Okay. So here we go. I'm gonna roll quickly for the dactyl riders. Ooh.
Oh my.
Okay, so I'm doing the all right. So coming out of the I don't know, coming off like a strong. This person, I guess, is going with the air or the breeze. This person, this dactyl rider gets to about here, so comes in super fast, swings down a little bit, so really people start screaming. The dactyl itself lets out a caw as it comes in, and it drops its box that it was holding. Now that box, which I sort of described as rectangular, kind of like a big coffin shape almost, as it drops, kind of pops open, and out of this box, boom, a speeder bike pops out, and it does not have a lot of room to move. It is, as soon as it lands, it is going to make a check to pop itself sort of over this group and try to steer through the crowd, which I guess this could be pretty bad, but we'll see here. All right, I'm going to roll difficulty for the writer here.
Now, what happens if a speeder bike collides with a human being?
Well,
Or
Pretty sure the person
alien
would be
species?
dead. What happens if a car runs into someone?
yeah, this could be bad.
Well, a speeder bike doesn't have wheels on the ground, so I don't really know how.
Then
How difficult it
they
is to
die
stop
in the air.
I mean, it could go. It has a decent.
Well, they have that like energy binding in the front, right? That's kind of connecting the front. Would that just, like cut through somebody?
I
I
figured
mean,
it was like some kind of deflector.
It has-
That's kind of what I'm wondering,
these
because I'm
speeder
pretty sure it would
bikes-
kill the person.
yeah, it would probably.
That's the first thing they teach you at speeder bike school is never go near somebody with the front.
So it can kick up to 25 meters in the air. So I assume this person lands and they're, they're not going to sit still. They're immediately gassing it and they see, oh wait, there's a bunch of people here. Let me kick up over it and try to do kind of a hop over and around.
Well, why wouldn't they just start laying into them with fire, like from the front?
Well, that's just not what this person
The
does.
plan is to make them suffer.
Okay.
Got it.
So this person does a jump over this, these people start screaming, and it makes this maneuver fairly easily, and then is going to take a quick shot as part of its second action to shoot this guard. Does anybody want to roll for the guard?
Yeah, sure. What's the guard's dodge?
Garth.
Guard's dodge is 5d plus 1.
You got it.
Got it. Credit card? No problems.
27.
All
Oh,
right.
he's definitely dodged.
Yeah, we'll see.
Such a dodgy character.
That guard's he's a dodgy guy. I don't know about him.
Oh, there it
Interesting
goes.
messing.
He misses 25. Okay. Let's see. Okay. All right. And these get pretty close. So while they're not quite ready to do anything, they're just behind this one. This guy is probably about here now, so it still probably has another round before it does anything, but is definitely going to be coming in closer. Now it is back up off the top. It is Katira. It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna take a look at these little droid controls and use them.
Okay.
I want to. So how many droids can I control with it, or like, is it really kind of like individual? Are they swarm? Are they general commands? Can I take over, independent control of a single one?
Yeah, you could take individual control, so you can do tell each of them to do something different, or you could tell them all to do something.
I would like to have this guy over here try to collide, just physically ram and try and knock that stormtrooper off of the dactyl.
Okay. Let's see.
And then I just want to ask the mechanic, hey, this cloud car work? It got guns?
Okay. So let's resolve the throwing this at the guard itself. So let's see here. Go ahead and roll. It wouldn't be skill, is it to command? Would it be command because you're commanding it?
Hello?
No. Hey, we can hear you.
That's what I said. No.
Where we all go?
Can
Good
everyone
night.
hear each other?
Good night.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, can people hear me? Can people hear me?
The
Yeah, now we can.
story is for the birds.
Okay. Okay, so you are. This is it's like droid operation, but we don't really have. That's not really a skill. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know. Would it be anything? Would it be a mechanical or technical? I guess is kind of my question. Like to try and use this basically control
No,
console.
I would say that this
joystick
definitely
system.
mechanical. You're controlling like this machine to do what you want. Go ahead and roll your. Let's roll. Just go ahead and roll your mechanical.
And well, how difficult does this seem to be at high speed?
I mean, you're telling it to do something, so it's more about how well does the droid do it.
Oh, okay.
So, but you can't really command. Command is like, hey, I'm commanding my subordinates to
Right,
do
people
something.
respond to commands, or I mean, like, droids might respond to authority, but this is really running a command through a console. I get that. And could I at the same time ask and like see if this cloud car is something that I could could utilize, like if it has weaponry or is completely non-functional?
The mechanic says it's mechanic goes. I guess the mechanic's not gonna respond to you because he's too scared. But it looks, you've seen enough cloud cars in your day in Cloud City to know that, I mean, it looks just like a standard cloud car, which you know has a weapon on it.
All right. So here's my 13. 4 on the special. To tell the little droid thing to go run into that
Are you gonna tell
stormtrooper.
them all to do it, or just the one?
Just the one, and the others. Yeah, I mean, just the one. I figure that that'd be my best shot. I don't think that I could command all of them. Would it be? Does it seem like it's the same difficulty to have them all swarm?
Yeah, I mean, you could just say it's either say just one or a couple or all.
Oh yeah.
And tell them to do something, they'll do it.
Yeah, I'll tell this one and the one that's kind of in this, just this one, and then and maybe the two top ones. Let's put it that way.
This one and this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Sorry, the one all the way up top and the one to the left of it, and I want him to run into the stormtrooper that still hasn't
one.
landed yet. The one on the left, yeah. While
Okay.
he's coming in, just take him out.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll kind of move up. Justin, I can't fly a cloud car. I'll just kind of move, kind of stay probably where I'm at. I got decent cover. Just kind of stay, kind of crouch near it, ready to jump onto the cloud car if need be. But
Okay.
that'll be it.
All right. All right. So let's see. What I'm going to do is use their damage as sort of how fast they can go versus how strong their body is. So let's see.
I figure he's coming in on a collision course. They're coming, they should be able to collide.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay, so they can hit this one. All right, they can both hit. Okay, so let's see. You're telling them to do this. Let's see. Okay, so go ahead. Just go ahead and roll a d10.
That's a 1.
Okay.
In the
Okay. Okay. So as this flies in, these two
the other one's an 8.
These two sort of okay, so it's flying in pretty quickly, and you send these two out, and they are you see them just these stupid things just sort of slowly float this way, like like at half the speed of a human walking. Like not that you controlled them incorrectly. It's just they don't move very fast. But they're going for it. They're locked in. They're just going real slow.
All right. I don't have anything else to do off the top of my head right now. Not yet. That's it. We're good.
Okay. All right. Now it is Rem. It is your turn. So what you really see from your vantage angle, you see this dactyl sort of swarm down, let out a triumphant roar. You see that box that you had seen before drop down, explode, and out of it comes a speeder bike that does a little hop over the crowd and then tries to shoot at a guard and misses. And then you see these two little like these two floating recording droids. Think like the little hover balls from like Mass Effect, just slowly start heading in the direction of this one.
Wait, can you ping that again? I didn't see.
These over here.
Direction of where?
They're
Oh,
heading
okay.
over towards the other one.
Okay. Interesting. Does the other pterodactyl that hasn't quite made it yet, does that one also have a giant coffin thing?
Yeah.
Interesting. What's my shoosting range? If I wanted to shoost him?
Let's see. You're so you have okay, so you have heavy blasters, which are great up close but bad far away.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I mean, this one got close enough this round that you could take a shot off. You definitely could.
Nice. Now, is there something holding that coffin up?
He's just holding it with its legs.
Oh, the pterodactyl's holding it with its legs?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, if Rem were to shoot one of the that leg that's holding it, is it like a pretty safe bet that it would drop?
I mean, maybe. You would have to find out. You do know.
All right.
You do know that bigger creatures have thicker skin, so they might have a thicker hide, and they might be harder to do damage to. But you know, you did see that it was kind of a. It was. You could also, you also did see when they dropped the crate, this thing just exploded out of it. So.
Interesting. Okay. And then can I ascertain what the box is made out of based on the one that I saw explode?
Yeah, the box just seemed to be made out of, like, it's got, you can still see the bottom of it. It's like a black rectangular surface, but around it just seems like it was. I mean, it looks like it was made out of just like plastic or some kind of plastic type substance. So not like transparent steel or anything like that either.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and shoot the pterodactyl's foot that is holding the box.
Cool. How many are you gonna do? Just one shot? 2 shots? I mean, I know you shoot off 2 bolts, but
yeah, I'm thinking 2 shots. So that means minus 1d for each one, right?
right. So it'd be roll 2 7d6s.
Okay. You said 7?
Yeah. Okay, that's the first shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have copy pasted.
Cool. And 24. Nice. Let's see here. Okay. Roll your damage twice. Well, I guess 4 times.
Damage 5d damage.
Yep.
And then do I get a crit for that one too? Like, do I get a crit die, or is that one just a straight?
Yeah, there's no exploding die on that. It's just damage is just damage.
Okay.
But on the positive side, the 1 doesn't do anything negative because it's just damage. Okay. 16, 19, 18.
And the 15.
Okay. So let's see here. All right. So I'm going to do one roll. I'm going to show you what it is. And okay, so you got 15, 16, 19, 18. This person's, this pterodactyl's strength. So it is on speeder scale. So it is a scale above people. So it gets a +2 to its strength, but you also get a +2 when I basically just give it a -2 when it tries to dodge.
Okay.
Let's see if you get it. 25.
Damn.
I know, those were good rolls too.
Damn. Oh well.
But you do know it's easy to hit. Go ahead, but that wasn't the real objective. You weren't really trying to actually inflict damage. You're also trying to startle it. So
I'm trying to get it to drop the box, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll your roll your knowledge, so 3d +1. I'm gonna use that as like your intimidation.
Hold on. Oh, whoops, I didn't crit that one. Oh, it didn't crit anyway.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'll roll. Let's see. Let's see if you startled it. Nope. All right.
Damn.
Okay.
Rough.
All right. So it is now. Unless you want to move a little bit, which you could still do. On deck will be Jimmy and Sparky.
Yeah, I probably want to try and. So I'm like concerned about people noticing me, so I think I want to like just move positions to like further back, maybe over here.
Cool. You can move 10 squares, so feel free.
Okay. Moved.
All right. It is Sparky and Jimmy's turn. I put Sparky first in that, but what say you, Jimmy and Sparky?
You muted.
Oh, I was definitely talking to myself. That's like being a crazy person. Like, why is no one here? Oh, I'm muted. All right. I'm assuming no one's taking a no one's taking a shot at the speeder bike yet. Is that correct?
Nope. No one's taking a shot.
All right. I'm gonna use my ion cannon and blast that thing because I'm assuming that'll disable the vehicle at the very least, and maybe even also stun the driver.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll your. Are you gonna do anything else? Are you gonna just jump out and take a shot? I guess you're down on the ground, so.
I'm pretty low, right? I'm right here, so it should be pretty easy shot from the distance wise.
Yeah.
I feel like Joe and Jimmy's like, what the hell? I'm gonna shoot this guy. And, what is it? It's
And
7?
to be clear,
I guess this is 7D.
Are you shooting the bike or are you shooting the person? Which are you aiming for?
Can I shoot the bike and the person simultaneously, or is it one or the other? That's actually. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, the way the rules work, you'd want to do one or the other.
Then I'll shoot the bike. I'm gonna disable the bike at the very least.
Okay, sounds good.
And at least unless I can take 2 shots, one at the bike, one at the person.
You could.
Why not? Then maybe I'll take 2 shots. What is my blaster? Is it just base blaster, I guess?
Go for it.
Let's shoot it.
Blaster 7.
Take the shot, Jimmy! I could have swore I had another one for ion cannon in particular for specialty under blasters.
I think you might have raised your base blaster skill above the specialized skill.
That's fine. All right. I'm going to go shoot this guy. So I'll take 2 shots. So it'll be minus 1d6.
You need a hero.
All right. So first is the vehicle. Oh, that was bad. Second is the person.
Oh. Okay, so the good
Wow,
thing is,
that's so bad.
Okay, so it is on speeder scale for the first one. So you actually get plus 2d to it. I just kind of take it away from its dodge. So you do hit for the very first one. And the person on the bike isn't dodging. So the base difficulty, you hit it. So both of those hit. So the first one, go ahead and roll 5. So roll 5d. And then I'll roll because.
Whoa. 22. Oh, jeez.
Okay, and here is 12. Okay, so you did 10 ion damage. Okay, so what that means is all the controls are ionized and everything stops working. Okay, so go ahead and roll your 5d6 one more time against the person.
Hey, 19.
Okay. And let's see. Okay. Oh, let's try that one more time. Okay. So, well, I mean, the 2 6s in there for that guy, but you still stun them for 3. Okay. All right. But here's the other thing. Okay. So you pop out around this corner here. You, you know, I don't know if you do a Jawa war cry or anything.
Nah.
You take 2 shots. First one completely disables and turns off the speeder bike. So it doesn't like stop immediately, but it sort of none of its controls work, and as it quickly decelerates, this guy starts like sort of flying forward in his seat, and then you take a shot which sort of stuns it. And let me see if he is able to do any sort of reaction here. Not really. Okay, so Jimmy, go ahead and just roll 1d6 for me, or 1d10. I've been writing everything up for 10, so 1d10.
3.
All right. So he actually. Oh, and I don't have a little guy for this. He actually falls off his speeder bike.
Oh, opportunity arises for Sparky.
But he's let me okay, so but he's not dead. He just
Oh, I know he's not dead yet.
okay, I'll say flies over this direction. And I'm gonna say that this sort of spins out of control and keeps heading this way.
Wait, does it hit the other guy over here too?
No, that's the guy that flew off.
Okay. So
All
did
right.
another stormtrooper
But now you
appear?
have-
Then
And what does Sparky do?
Sparky. Ooh, how far is his move?
11.
So he can make it. Oh, he's gonna go for it. He's gonna sprint up to this guy, and he's gonna arc weld the crap out of this guy.
Okay. All right, so okay, Sparky can do 5d arc welder damage. Okay, so Sparky is using his astromech tools. Go ahead and roll 9d. And is there a place that Sparky is aiming for with this arc welder?
His face.
Okay. So Sparky has an arc welder, circular saw, internal grapple gun, and also has a blaster.
That's just a good question. What does more damage, the arc welder or a blaster?
The arc welder does 5d, and his other weapon does 5d as well. But Sparky is better at using his astromech tools.
Let's give him the astromech tools. We're gonna roll 96, and we're gonna use the spark welder. That is his favorite tool. Hence Sparky.
That's how Sparky got his name.
Oh my gosh. I'll roll one more d6. He rolls for a 33.
Wow. Okay.
You got it.
Go ahead and roll 5d6 damage.
16 damage.
All right. And this. Electric. Okay. 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 I'll give all right, so Sparky does 6 damage to this guy who is already stunned. Let's go to. Okay, this character is now okay. So Sparky goes right up to the person because his arc welder is not that sticks out of him, but not that far. I imagine Sparky runs over to him, kind of grabs him, and then just spark welds his face. The character, so this is a scene where you sort of see, it's like Darth Vader when Darth Vader gets electrocuted. You can see a skeleton through his armor. You see the skeleton, the skull of the electrocuted stormtrooper for a brief second. Character falls down, not dead, but is totally knocked out for the rest of this round, and is definitely hurt. So they could come up. They're wounded. They could come back next round, but this person's going to be easy prey for someone to pick off on the next turn.
All right. I think that ends what I can do this round.
Cool. So it is now
On to Rusty.
Rusty's turn. So Rusty, you see this at the on the other side of the fountain. You see, and actually maybe don't see Jimmy, but you definitely see his ion blast goes out that belongs to Jawa Jimmy. You see the speeder bike spin out of control, the guy fall off of it, and then you see this 7-foot tall giant astromech with arms and legs run over to the stormtrooper, grab him, and just shock him, and it falls into a crumpled heap. It is now your turn, but over here on your right, you definitely see this guy sort of coming in close and squawking. What do you do, Rusty?
And then the red, the little red droid above the fountain, is it like just a camera?
Yeah. Think of it as like just
All
like
right.
a floating hollow. It's like a floating camera.
I am I'm gonna like get closer towards the dactyl, and I kind of tell it,
Come on, you son of a gun. Let's go. Come on, land right here, right now.
Roll your intimidation.
intimidation is not perception.
It's
is it?
great. It's great. 'Cause it's the best intimidation. Huge intimidation.
What is intimidation again?
2d plus 1. It's your knowledge.
Oh, knowledge. Yeah, I knew that.
I hope this
What
doesn't
am I
hurt my non-cauterizing blood.
Oh, it's gonna hurt. Okay, 2d plus 1. I mean, I figured it's still in the air.
It's still in the air for sure.
Ooh, it was all good until that happened.
If you had got 3 6s, that would have been amazing. Okay, do you just run forward and yell? Do you you have your electric gloves? Do you do anything to show anything else, or are you just yelling?
Just yelling, and then I'm pumping my fists together. And would sparks be coming out?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So for a brief second, as you yell at this dactyl in flight, as it's sort of swooping, you feel like you make eye contact with the rider, the stormtrooper rider, and he definitely has notice of you now. But it didn't seem like he was going to change his direction, or you don't know. You can't see underneath that armor, but you do.
But he might forget to dodge out of the way of the cameras.
Do you want to do anything else?
I just want to punch it in the face, but he's too far.
You gotta get
how far?
Jowkazza to throw you.
Yeah, how high up is it, the dactyl that I'm facing?
Probably like a good 15 feet, 20 feet.
Oh. I mean, could I throw one of my grenades at it? I feel like I'm just gonna F that up. I'm just gonna take some people out.
But what
Okay.
would Rusty do?
Rusty would, if the thing's not landing in front of Rusty, so that Rusty can run and punch in the face, or get one of his hands bitten off, and then the Who's jokes come flying. I think the second thing he does, if he doesn't land, he throws a grenade. And looking at my selection of grenades, I would go with. I mean, like a frag grenade is gonna mess him up slightly, right? It's just gonna pop.
Yep.
Or what is an anti-gravity field? It does it's not gonna bring him down.
Right. Anti-grav would not really do.
No, that's a mine. No, I'm gonna just go with a frag.
You also have your what other grenades am I seeing?
Concussion. Concussion does more, right? Like that will stun it, right?
Yeah, let me pull up my list here.
If
Unless someone
Rusty
has
had
it
a higher
up already.
I ain't got nothing. Not on grenades.
Okay. The funny thing is I'm every time I just re-download the PDF that has a list of everything because I can't ever find this.
This is why I play this character, to make it difficult.
No, it's all good. Let's use those grenades. Okay, I got it. Okay, which grenades do you have? You have
A lot of frag grenades, and I got a few concussion grenades. Off the top of my head, I know I've got on my list here, it says... I also have the gloop grenades, laser tip, well, those are mine. 2 proton grenades. Man, I must have been a kid at the candy store.
Okay,
Fine.
so you have incendiary grenades, which do a max damage of 4d. You have a frag grenade that does a max damage of 5d. You have, let's see, what else do you have? The anti-vehicle grenade. Do you have that?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I'm just going to go for a frag.
Okay, and the glop grenade does 60, but it's just sticky. And smoke grenade, just a cloud of smoke. Okay, just a frag grenade. Go ahead and roll.
My grenade is... Ooh, yeah, 8 coming up. On grenade, roll 21.
Okay, where are you aiming? Are you aiming directly at the dactyl? Are you aiming at the rider? Are you aiming for a part of the dactyl?
No, I'm aiming just the dactyl, like just the
like its head or
the biggest
chest?
part of its body.
Okay,
so
like its
whatever's
chest.
the safest. I'm just going for.
All right, perfect. So you do hit it in the chest. Go ahead and roll 5d, and then let's see. So let's see. What is the?
I keep rolling the.
Okay, so frag grenade. Let's see how big is the range? 0, 2, 4, 6, 10. Okay, that's fine. It won't hit 10 since it's 20 feet up. It's not going to hit anything else. Does that make sense?
That's what I was hoping for, everybody.
Does that make sense? Each.
Yep.
Yeah, so it won't hit anybody else. Okay, hey, this is the one time we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so roll 5d's of damage underneath. Roll 4d as well.
Terrible.
Okay. All right, let's see if you hit. If you do, it's the dactyl strength 19. No damage to the dactyl. But let's see if you do any damage to the rider, who isn't protected against grenades on its legs. 5, 5, 5, and 1. Yeah. All right. So you get out there, you yell your intimidating words, and hit your, beat your fists, and then just lob a grenade up. It explodes, and then they just sort of fly right through the explosion. Dramatically.
It looks really cool for them.
The reporter's like, I hope I got that. I hope I got that shot.
Probably their hype man.
All right.
Hey, here's the thing. You guys should, if Jowkazza gets on our good side, she could splice together our best hits on this, or if it goes poorly, our worst hits, and we look poorly. It is now Jowkazza's turn, and then on deck is Bota.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna continue over to where Katira is.
You could shoot too. They're within range, even the little guys.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. I'll get over to where Katira is, and then yeah, that's fine. I'll take a shot.
Okay. So you move. Are you going to shoot with your bowcaster?
Yeah.
All right. And are you shooting at a part of the dactyl, just general dactyl area, or the rider, or one of the little dactyls that are coming in?
I will shoot specifically at the rider. I mean, yeah, towards the larger one, not the smaller ones.
Okay.
Riders on the storm.
All right, so you're going to shoot at the rider itself. Okay, go ahead and roll your bowcaster. All right, you hit the rider. Go ahead and roll your damage. And you have your corals on that.
Yeah. I'm trying to look this up. Let's see.
I think that's 7D.
7? Okay.
I'm hoping Jowkazza looks at Rusty and like just nods, like that's how you do it.
There's 60 of damage. Okay, so go ahead and roll 1d10 for me as well. $10. Okay. All right, so you hit for 7 damage. So the person is wounded. So they're minus 1d to skill and tribute rolls, and they kind of fall prone. And a 10 on the reaction. This person slumps and gets knocked off. And since you rolled a 10, falls off and falls over the side. Ah! So this dactyl has no rider. The reporter next to you goes. I guess she's with you. She goes. She goes. Holy. I don't know, whatever their exclamation is, but is very impressed.
How far off the ground is the dactyl?
About 20 feet.
Okay. All right.
Cool. Luke, it's your turn. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back after the bathroom.
Ooh, what a cliffhanger.
He never comes back.
So, Katira, did you put the cloud car on autopilot?
No, I haven't climbed in it yet. I just took a look at it, but I figured, there's a couple seconds, so just trying to figure out how to. She's not super technical. Figuring out how to run the controls would be kind of all that seems feasible to accomplish in one turn, and then kind of ask
even
while
if you
she's
could
doing it.
turn it around so that you get the fire range in the right direction.
Well, I mean, maybe next turn I can turn it around, but I'm a bunch of hate.
Are you gonna be in the left pod or the right pod?
I don't know if I'm gonna get in any pods, man. I don't trust no pods. I'm gonna crash this thing.
Katira basically pulls away from the landing dock and instantly crashes it into the side. Hope you put a deposit down on this one for the insurance. It's going to be an expensive rental.
Now this is pod racing.
The reporter walks away. Like, just turn the cameras off.
The funny thing is, I have the cameras now. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain. So far, these stormtroopers have been pretty ineffective, so I'm guessing this is not the only barrage we're going to face.
All right, I am back. Bota, it's your turn.
So, I guess just like surveying the site, are they like specifically targeting anybody? Clearly see, are they focusing on an area?
No, not yet. They've just barely got here. This one hasn't even made it all the way yet. This one seemed to be flying sort of for the center.
Then he fell off, right?
Yeah.
So does the pterodactyl continue to fly, or once the rider is dismounted, does it kind of just lose its like objective, just kind of fly naturally?
We'll see. It just happened, so it hasn't yet really reacted.
All right, and let me see. Is the map to scale right now? So if I measure this out, like from me,
Yeah, it's just
is that realistic?
Yeah, but it's also probably like 20-ish feet high. So
Oh, so I'd probably be shooting at the underbelly of the pterodactyl if I shot at it.
No, maybe not, because you're so far back. You might be able to see the rider.
All right, I'm gonna.
Did you have your jetpack?
Man. I do. And I was just thinking about that. I was thinking, like, okay, how crazy is it to get myself up in the air with these pterodactyls? Usually get myself into trouble when I do things like that.
And you also, and speaking of trouble, you also have you have a new and improved jetpack that has a special.
Speaking of trouble, thank you.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in.
Right, because you have a missile on it as well. Just not saying you should do it, but you do have that.
I don't have very good beast handling skills.
Well, it's just base mechanical, right?
Yeah, which is 2D plus 2.
Beast handling is mechanical, right? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna jetpack up towards the pterodactyl to the left of us, and see if I can get like essentially level with the pterodactyl, and then take a shot at the stormtrooper. I'm not going to fly past the edge of this platform that we're on.
Okay, so bring your
basically like hovering like to like here.
Okay, move yourself there.
All right. So let's see.
Cultural appropriation, my ass.
Do
you remember that from last mission? Because I threw that in there because people don't know a lot about your backstory, so they don't know like what you're.
Are you wearing that armor?
Right.
You're an ambassador. What's wrong with you? It's for things such as this, son. Now step back. Let me save your life.
Okay, so you're jetpacking. Okay, so let's jetpacking. And how many shots are you gonna do?
I'll take 2 at the stormtrooper, so that's 3 actions.
Yeah.
All right. So that would be my. I would assume I'd be able to use my blaster rifle while flying. Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, for sure. You've done it before. Right.
So that's 10D.
So yeah, it's if you're using your light repeating, that'd be 10d twice, and then your jetpack would that'd be 60. Just making sure you don't get a 1 on it. Yeah. I even got a special. Oh, and you got a special on. You got 2 specials. Keep rolling those specials. I just want to see.
All right.
So you got
Oh,
41.
we got
Roll 1 more d6. Okay, 46. I think that's the high roll of the night. And 24
And
for your
24.
jetpack. Okay, well you hit both times, so roll that damage.
that is 60, I believe, on that.
On your light repeating blaster, that is 70.
Is it? Oh wow, it's heavier than I thought. Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know why I said 6. I should know my side better than that.
Okay. And then one more time.
I got 19 and 26, so I need to roll it again.
Oh no, you got it. Okay, I didn't see the first one. All right, so the first one hit for 3, and then the second one hit for 13. Okay, he is dead. Go ahead and roll 1d6 to see where you hit, and then roll 1d10 for me.
5 and 7.
Okay. So randomly, so 5 is one of his legs, and
Always the left leg.
shoot him in the left. Yeah. Okay.
Inner thigh.
And with a 7. Okay, so he shoot for 13 damage. I mean, he probably shoot his leg off at this point. Okay, so he falls off and he is still strapped in, so he is upside down, dead, just sort of hanging, dangling like some sort of horrible, horrible phantom haunting everyone.
It's like a treat for the pterodactyl if you can pick it off its neck.
You know what? Maybe it will do that. Roll 1d6.
All right. Maybe you just catch its leg like midair.
All right. Cool. So since it is now, I assume you're not doing anything else. It is now the dactyl's turn. That's exactly what this one does. Sort of flies upward and goes up straight, flips the recently killed trooper and puts it right. It just eats it whole. Eats the stormtrooper whole. As it flies upwards,
be a wow for the crowd.
as it flies upwards, these two continue to follow it, capturing the whole thing on camera.
Oh, jeez.
As they're slowly going all the way there.
Like the worst Shark Week ever.
All right, Ram, you got to stop doing this because it's going to be on the recording. It keeps popping up.
My bad.
He's doing
I
that.
just want someone to give me a freaking card.
All right, do it one more time. You can have it. Let's see what it is.
I have like 10. They'll say they're stealing.
All right, here you can
The
go.
ace of spades.
There
The ace of spades.
Oh my god, finally.
Okay. Okay. These two start following the other one. So they seem like they are distracted. This one, however, is going to fly right down and is going to try to pick up Rusty. Rusty, you can roll. I feel like this is like a dodge because you're not grappling with it. You are dodging out of these 2 pterodactyl claws that are coming for you. So, Rusty, you've already done. I'll give you the intimidation for free. You've already thrown a grenade. So, this is your second action. So, do -1d to your dodge, and it's your base dodge. Which you raised, so your dodge is 60.
Roostan with a 20.
Ooh. Not bad. Let's see how the Oh, look at that. Whew. So you narrowly dodge out of its little clawed feet that are trying to pick you up and grab you. So that was a very close call. Escaping from its grip there. Beat by 1. Everyone can see my rolls, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Close one. These two are flying in. This one is going to attack the mechanic. I'll just roll these on my side to speed it up. Oh, the mechanic is hurt. It grabs the mechanic and pecks it, drawing blood, and the mechanic is trying to get it off. And I'll roll 1d2 to see if this one attacks Cal or if it attacks the guard. Let's see. 1 for the guard, 2 for Cal. Okay, attacks the guard. Let me roll on my side. Wow. Okay, this guy attacks the guard and this guard is now wounded. Hit the guard right in the chest.
Mid-waist.
Mid-waist.
Ooh,
Okay, so this guard is screaming, goes, ah! And this thing just falls on top of it. And, his next round will kill the guard because he's just pecking at its stomach. As this is happening, what all the way from the other side of the dais, you see, and Bota, you could see it actually the most clear out of anybody. You see a couple of rocket jetpack troops sort of appear right from underneath here on the other side of the dais. Oops, let me do this. Okay, you see 4 of them. They sort of just come out of nowhere, out of the smoke, and land right here.
Oh, great. So they're coming up from below now, too?
Well, these 4 did. And you see, so Cal, turns surprised. The old mayor grabs the representative of the government in exile, grabs her, and they both kind of duck for cover. This representative sort of gets out of the way, and they're not. They don't seem interested in any of these individuals. And this one. Okay, just a couple of quick rolls on my side. This one shoots out a rope, just kind of like how Boba Fett did to Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. So it shoots out a rope and hits this individual. Oh, here we go. Perfect. I want to give this person Oh, the tokens all don't work anymore. Shoot. Okay, there we go. Hey, all wrapped up. And look at this, Bota. Look at these. You got a rocket pack symbol now next to your guy. And this person aims for the human and also hits. And that person is also tangled up. This person shoves the droid out of the way. The droid falls down. Goodness gracious. And misses. And this one also puts out a rope and gets this scientist.
Are they like connected to the rope?
So the rope ties them up. It seems like it sends out a little shock because they twist a little bit. They fall down and the rope detaches.
Okay.
Or actually, no, the rope does not detach.
Okay.
It's still there. And
Does Jawa Jimmy recognize these signatures as the same that he saw earlier?
no, he can still see that there's a massive energy out there. And
Oh,
Bota, you
great.
also have heat vision.
That's right.
Actually, Bud, I'm not sure if you were here, but I did an initial scan very early on to see if there was something, odd in the smoke. That's what detected the smaller flying creatures. Also, there's a
Okay.
huge heat source right here. I couldn't make it out what it was, but it was something massive down there outputting heat.
Oh, great. Okay.
That was probably a ship.
Good to know. Guess I shouldn't fly that way.
All right, Katira, it is your turn.
I will. This guard and the two guards over here, those are the ones with ropes attached
Yep.
to scientists. All right.
Yep. Let me put a little marker on.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Green means go ahead.
Green
and
means
attach.
they're ready to go.
Green means go ahead and shut up about it. It's Michael Scott.
Yep.
We'll
Classic.
move. So I'll go ahead and move up
You got it.
closer. And I will take a shot at. I'll take a shot at the two holding the women. Because
This
men
one-
really deserve to be tied up.
Okay.
And so I reaching down into the slit of her dress pulls the pistol from below, and oops, I just GM rolled those. But 24 and 25
Oh, nice.
to hit.
Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna say, even though this is sort of the top of the round, I'm gonna say that since they just acted, I'm gonna give them minuses because they just did that. So let's see. You hit the first one, and you very much hit the second one.
All right, and this is physical. Do they have space age armor?
They do have
They're wearing stormtrooper armor, right? So then it goes to 76 plus 1 physical.
Wait, which gun does
Class
76 plus 1? Is that the Thunderer?
This is the Morellian 48 Enforcer with explosive rounds, but the explosive rounds can only trigger if somebody has like body armor that provides enough protection.
Oh, nice.
And so the base is 60 6+1, and then the explosive round adds +1 to it, which with physical just kind of balances out because usually your physical is 1d more than energy, anyways. You know what I mean? Like stormtrooper armor is usually like 2d physical, 1d energy.
Let's see. All right, so the first one you hit for 5, and the second one you hit for 6.
8.
Right? Oh, no,
5 and 6.
8.
6 and 8.
6 and 8. Okay. So those two are both wounded. They both fall prone, can take no other actions for the rest of the round. They suffer penalty of -1d to skill and attribute rolls until they heal. Oh, and the other thing that we forgot, this dactyl over here. Somebody roll a d6 or a d10. Okay, it
3.
just dropped the speeder bike. So that this one was carrying a speeder bike as well, and after Bota killed the rider, it flew upwards, ate the rider, and then dropped the speeder bike. Okay, just want to resolve that. Okay, so those this person.
Some dude's in a box on a speeder bike, falling, plummeting towards the planet.
All right, ready to launch. Here I go. Whoa!
Okay.
I knew this
That's a
was a
hell of
bad
a way to
idea.
go.
As soon as we got in this box.
I guess it was a
What the-
coffin.
So the
What's
one
in
on
the
the far right,
box?
and so that got one's incapacitated and one's wounded.
Taking a box.
Is that what it is?
Did you get a 9? No, you got an 8 and
Uh,
a 6.
8 and a 6. What is
Alright,
what's
that's-
the 2 hearts?
They're both wounded. So I guess
Oh,
it
okay,
should
okay,
be stun should be 1, wounded should be 2. Is that
Whatever you
that's how
want.
I'm
You know,
doing it?
I just want to understand it.
Oh no, these both should be 2.
Gotcha.
Okay, that's how it makes sense in my head. Okay,
Alright.
so I'm going to see if the ropes detach as they fall down. Roll a d6. Roll a d6 for me,
6.
and then roll another d6. All right,
4.
they both detach. So let me go ahead and remove this.
Yes.
All right, Rim, it is your turn. You also see. I think you're probably like the main attraction was seeing this happen where it eats its own rider and drops the speeder bike to the ground. But you do see in front of you. You see there's a speeder bike empty here. You see this guy who you know is not dead but is shocked. And then you do see these jetpack stormtroopers sort of come out of the smoke and land on the DS and start using these grappling cords against the scientists. So you see all that happen. And, yep, whatever you want to do.
Wait, I'm trying to zoom in so I can see these troopers that are using the grappling thing. Is it the one behind the speeder bike?
This is the one that Sparky grabbed and shocked. The speeder bike, this is the pilot that fell off. These over here are the jetpack troopers.
Hold on, can you? I can't see any of your clicks for some reason.
You can't see this?
Maybe it's because I'm moving the map. Can you try again?
Can you zoom in or
Yeah.
out on the map?
Yeah, I cannot. I do not
Can
see
everyone
your.
see this? See my circles?
No.
Oh, really?
Let me refresh real quick.
So I'm right by Sparky. Can people see my circles? No?
Nope.
Oh, that's no good.
Like the little look at here circles?
Yeah.
No, negative. Oh, I see it now. Now I
That's
see
not
it.
me.
No, that's definitely not you.
All right, what about? No one can see this black circle.
Stop it, Luke.
Let me refresh.
Yeah, now I can see other people's circles.
You know, your circle was working earlier. They did see you click on stuff earlier. Yeah, now I see it.
There
it
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay, so this speeder bike has no pilot. The pilot is here. Sparky grappled with it and shocked him, and so he's passed out but not dead. These over here are the jetpack troopers that came out of the gas and landed and started tying people up. The heart at 2 means they're wounded, so slumped to the ground. The green means they have a grapple hook attached. And down here, these are the ones that are, these 3 are still have the cords. This one is also, oh, this is weird. It's all the way off to the side. Oh, because I put on the pterodactyl. Hold up.
Taking you down, Dactyl.
Dactyl.
All right.
There we go. I mean, this guy's still having a pterodactyl tear at his stomach.
Well, I mean, he's probably dead.
Can't wait
So
to
Rem,
judge that.
while Rem was watching the guy fall that was in the speeder bike, he's gonna gently say, "Yeah, I usually don't get in boxes shaped like coffins." I think I'm too far to get over there and shoot at those guys, which is what I'd like to do ideally.
I mean, you could shoot up to 50, so I think you could still hit it. It'd just be pretty difficult.
Oh, I can move a couple spaces, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could. You're not that far away.
Oh, okay, cool. Do you think I need to move up, or can I stay kind of like behind the
It's a harder
range?
shot from here because you have to shoot through so many people.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like, I guess you're hoping that it's clear with all these people around you. You know, to sort of make it. It's kind of difficult to shoot through each of these because at this point they're probably not going to dodge. So then it just becomes how hard of a shot is it? And the more people you
Okay.
have in your way and the further you are, the harder it is.
Yeah, let me move. Let me just move in front of all these people, and then so one of them looks like they're stunned, and the other one looks like it's hurt, right?
So this person is stunned. Let me go back. So this one is stunned on the ground. This one is wounded on the ground. This one's fine. This one's fine. And this one's wounded laying on the ground.
All right, let me take a shot at the closest one that's fine, or take 2 shots, let's say.
This one? Or this
Yeah.
one?
Yeah,
This
the green one.
Okay.
Oh, of course, I lost my thing because I refreshed. That looks right. So there's shot 1. Oh. Come on, there we go. Shot 2.
Ooh, nice. I was gonna say it's gonna be heroic here. Yeah, I think that's good enough. You're gonna be able to hit this guy for sure with a 39. That's pretty amazing because, I mean, you have a heavy blaster. You're a little further out. You have a little bit of a guard here, like a temporary guard area rail set up here. You have a guard here, a person here, another person here, and then you're aiming right for this person. Yeah, hit. Roll 2 damage.
Okay. So I'm guessing that means only one of my shots hit.
Yeah, the 39 absolutely hits. Sorry,
Okay.
heroic is 31 and above, so you're right on the cusp of the other one.
Wait, is that 5D?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot. Yeah, 5D. Okay.
5D. Roll it twice. Wow. Maybe. Okay. Roll 1d6. Actually, with a 39, you can tell me where you're aiming to shoot him.
In the face?
Okay, so he's standing right here. He's got his right hand out with a cord over on, tangled up on this person. And they're still attached. So you want to hit him in the face?
Yep.
All right. So your first shot. Actually, okay. Roll 1d6, and then roll another 1d6. Okay, so the first shot. His helmet completely blows off, and then second shot, his head's completely gone. And then the grapple itself is now gone, and he sort of falls back, slumped over, obviously dead, missing a head. Yeah, so nice one.
I'm gonna blow the smoke off the blaster and spin it and put it back in the holster.
I imagine you do that and you just sort of look around to see if anyone's noticed that.
I also have to go, so I think what Rem is gonna do is gonna blend into the crowd after that one.
My job is done. I've done my work here. Okay, cool. Thanks.
No problem. Glad I got a shot off.
Yeah, that was a good one. Cool.
All right.
All right, man. Well, I will catch you on the flippy.
Yeah, sounds good. Talk to you guys next time.
Cool.
See you, man.
All right, Jimmy and Sparky.
Let's see. I'm gonna say
Did we
Jimmy's
also
gonna.
lose Jay?
Oh, I guess we did.
I didn't see him leave. Oh. Okay, well, that's fine. Turns will go faster.
Oh, that's a bummer. So let me get this straight. So this guy is he wounded or just stunned or what happened to this guy?
He's wounded.
All right. Sparky's gonna finish the job. First and foremost, Joe and Jimmy can even get a moment's notice, and Sparky will finish and continue to shock this man until he's dead. So,
Okay.
I don't know if I need to would actually is a good question. Would he take 2 actions to make sure he's dead? He's already wounded, so if he gets wounded again, is that double wounded or would that be incapacitated?
Wounded twice.
It'd be wounded twice. I mean, if Sparky is grappling him and is just gonna keep attacking till he dies, I mean, he can't. Let me think. Take no other actions for the rest of the round. Is my so I afterward would be at -1d. So I mean, what do you want, Sparky? Sparky, how do you think Sparky would do this to make sure that this person is?
He would do it twice just to make sure. So he'd probably roll. Yeah, he'd take 2 actions to do this.
Okay, so I'm not going to make Sparky roll 96 against someone who's not moving because Sparky is going to just hit with.
He'd roll twice though. He'd definitely do it twice. He'd be like, "I'm gonna make sure this guy's dead."
Okay.
Well,
so
assuming that he
roll 5d damage twice.
5d6, 18 for the first one. Well, that's a lot, and 13 for the next one.
Okay, and I'm going to say this person is lying down incapacitated. I mean, I'm going to say like Sparky could find like its neck or like a hole in the armor or something. So I'll say Sparky bypasses this person's armor. 10. Okay, so hit for 8 and then hit for 3. So they're already wounded. Wounded twice. and then I'm just gonna say, this person is. I mean, they're not mortally wounded, but they are. Sparky shocked this person twice very hard, and I'm gonna say is at this point incapacitated. So
this reads.
Gone. This person is not coming back for this battle. Because it's kind of crazy. If you just keep doing a little bit of damage to a person, they don't take that much more damage. You have to be wounded thrice to become mortally to be incapacitated. And then you have to be wounded 4 times to become mortally wounded. But that seems crazy. So we're not doing that. I'm gonna say this person is absolutely incapacitated, and if it is hurt again, is going to be mortally wounded. So Sparky might have its own project if we play another round of combat. Still sparking. Okay, Jimmy, your turn.
And as far as Joe Jimmy saw these two people, these people being attacked, he obviously saw the pterodactyl or whatever this thing is drop what he assumed was that case into the ether of the smoke, and he also saw this other one. So is this pterodactyl still flying in the air, or is this?
It just tried to pick up Rusty.
Yeah. And this one is wounded once or twice. I can't see. Sorry, I gotta zoom in here. Wounded twice, and then wounded twice.
No, so I did wounded. So there's stunned, wounded, incapacitated, mortally wounded, and killed. So I'm doing stunned as 1, wounded as 2, incapacitated as 3. So they're both wounded. So they can wake up next round.
Okay. And this one hasn't been shot at yet. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Oof. Jawa Jimmy really is someone to play his flute, because now we know this creature's an earshot.
You can play your flute. And you have musical instrument as a skill.
I do have musical instruments. Oh man. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Jawa Jimmy's gonna bust out that flute.
Okay.
Mean Yaz flute.
Yeah, it's got that Yaz flute. What is it? 5D? It's 5D. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Let's see the magic happen. Ooh, 17. That's not bad. Not bad for a 5D6. I will take that.
Roll a d20.
Rolling a d20. A 12.
All right. I'm going to roll one myself. Okay. So. Okay. So. The dactyl that tried to grab Rusty barely misses. Swings forward. It hears your music, but it was never trained to like or conditioned to like the song. I'm not saying it doesn't like the song, but it doesn't do anything for the dactyl itself. But if you had rolled higher and/or you had rolled like a 19 or 20 and I had rolled a 1 or a 2, I was just going to give it to you because that's such a great idea.
Jawa Jimmy, I can picture him just playing the flute like. Sparky looks over. It's like, what are you doing? Jawa Jimmy's just jamming. It's just going to town.
I love it.
At this moment, you're playing a flute.
Now of all times.
Yeah, I feel like there's when sometimes we're running these, I try to think of moments where I'm like, oh, I want to draw that later, and I don't know. There's been so many good moments like Bota shooting the guy and the pterodactyl eating it, or Rusty challenging the dactyl, or the guy flying off his speeder bike. But now I don't know. I kind of want to draw Jimmy on like on the fountain, playing a flute for a marauding pterodactyl that just almost grabbed Rusty.
I
I
mean, now
picture
you
him
have
doing
to.
the. Oh, go ahead.
I was just draw all the other stuff in the corner.
This is all happening within a manner of seconds and minutes here, so it could all be
I
happening.
just picture Jawa Jimmy pulling a Ron Burgundy, like hopping on the fountain and just going to town with his flute, knocking over whatever plates are just. Oh, so ridiculous. All right, I think that ends my turn. I think that's two actions. That's two actions, right? Or that's one action. Or is that? I mean, I guess I could still shoot somebody, but I feel like Jawa Jimmy would be still in that moment. He wouldn't have time to shoot. All right, I think that ends my turn.
All right, and you're still gonna just be playing your flute until it's your next turn, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, he's gonna go full steam ahead.
All right, Rusty, it is your turn. You just barely got out of the way of this pterodactyl.
I would like to, if it's possible, kind of from my dodge, roll out of it and try to run after the pterodactyl. But I'm assuming this thing's really fast.
Okay, are you gonna try to run after, or are you gonna try to grab its legs when it tried to grab you?
I'm gonna try to grab its leg.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to roll out of it, and I'm trying to catch up with it. So
Yeah.
whether
You can try to
That's
grab
happening
its
so
tail
fast.
or its legs because they're right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the tail, and I'm guessing that's gonna be a dexterity roll.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna use 2 character points to boost it to a 5. All right, rolling. Oh, I bail out. Pretty sure. 13.
Oh no.
I fall into the fountain.
Okay, so you were trying to grab its leg or tail.
Mm-hmm.
All right, roll 1d6. 6.
There.
Okay. So you try to grab it. You miss, but your glove gets caught on one of its talons in its feet, I guess, in its claws. So your glove is connected. So you're kind of hanging on to it.
Oh, that's bad. All right. Strength, would it be strength to pull myself up and try to climb it?
It would be climbing, which would be a strength skill.
Yeah, I'll try that, but that's gonna be -1. I'm gonna just get flung around for a little while. All right, I'm gonna pass.
Okay. So the great thing is, I already said he is flying right over Jimmy. So Jawa Jimmy, you're playing your flute. I mean, you're right next to Jawa Jimmy. I guess he's flying like this. So you could potentially reach down and try to grab Jimmy. I don't know if Jimmy would want that, but either way, Jawa Jimmy, you're there playing your flute, and about just maybe a foot above you or two, you've got Rusty hanging on.
If Jimmy puts an arm out, I'll try to grab him.
I don't think Jimmy would have recognized that. He'd be so busy enthralled in his music. He'd just be like looking up and be like, "Oh, there goes Roostan," and just keeps on playing.
So
Playing a
So
song
Rusty
of
has-
grappling.
Rusty has his arm out, is trying to put it out there, like trying to make a connection, and we just fly right by.
Nah. See, Sparky wouldn't have done you like that. Sparky would have grabbed it.
Damn.
Sparky would have grabbed it. Java Jimmy's so enthralled with his music.
But yeah,
Man, I
Sparky
should have
would
spent more
climbed
points in.
over you. Yeah.
Yes, he would have.
That's hilarious. I think that's the image I need to draw.
Jimmy playing the flute as Rusty flies over to grab him.
Yeah, with his hand
Oh, buddy.
down.
Come on, buddy. Let's do this. And I'm just continually playing the flute, just like in my own world,
And I'm imagining.
in the middle of the battle.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, Jay, you're back.
What
Great, it is your turn.
When did Jimmy become a bard? Oh,
Jimmy's a Jawa of all trades.
All right,
Come on,
Jowkazza?
Jowkazza, teach me how to Wookiee.
So, well, is there just this one on the speeder bike? No other kind of.
There's these 4 jet troopers up top. The guy on the speeder bike actually got knocked off, but the icon still has a guy there. The guy on the speeder bike is being murdered slowly by an astromech. But there's 4 jet troopers up on the top of the map, if you look. And one of them's dead and 2 of them are wounded. And this one is completely fine. They showed up and they tied up 3 of the scientists.
Okay. Sure. I guess I'll go up there and fire at that one. Sure.
Throw him over the edge, Jowkazza.
So this one is sort of slumped down, wounded. This person is totally fine. This one's dead. This one's also slumped over and wounded.
Yeah. I'll shoot at the one that's totally fine.
Okay.
Dun, dun.
$22. Okay, you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. 27. Wow. Okay, where did you want to shoot him?
I mean, I feel like center mass.
All right. You shoot him center mass, and he just armor sort of explodes. He staggers backwards and falls. Staggers backwards and falls down in a slump, and then slowly slides off the side and falls off. Interesting. When you hear him fall off, you do hear him hit something. It's probably the sound of his jetpack going off as it hits something.
Is it a magic carpet? Okay.
Okay, it is Bota. It is your turn.
Right. I feel like we've taken care of most of the issues, except for the people that are tied up.
Well, the ones they're only wounded. the guys with 2 hearts.
Yeah, there's 2 guys that are.
And there's
wounded.
still obviously still something hovering below us in the clouds. Is the pterodactyl that ate the stormtrooper like coming towards me at all?
Nope, it
I
flew
need to
upwards.
like pivot.
It flew upwards and it hasn't gone back to the top of the order and moved.
All right, so I'll fly then towards like that area where Cal Omos is and the rest of those people.
Okay.
See if I can see any more troopers coming up out of the clouds.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself. And you
And
do
also,
you land, or are you still in the air?
I'll stay in the air.
Okay.
The thing that if I don't see anything like below us, I don't know if I have to do a search roll for that. But if there's nothing else below us, I will just fire at the one that still is,
Again,
just wounded.
You do have an eye that can see. You have a thermal eye that can see heat.
That's right. So I have to take a turn to turn that on, or
You can turn it on in this turn.
okay, do that.
Okay, so move where you want to be.
Oh, hold on. It just changed my vision for a second. I think it joined me as a GM instead of a player. Come on. So essentially, I'm just going to move right to the edge of the platform on this, that where the dignitaries and scientists are. So, come on, what's wrong with you?
Like that?
Why don't you let me move?
I moved you over. How does that?
Okay.
Yeah, actually, you know what? This pterodactyl is so big that its token could be interfering with you trying to move it. Try moving your guy now. Can you?
All right, 1 second. What is going on? Sorry, the map is not scaling correctly.
Okay. Well, either way, just like here on the dais, or do you want to be off a little bit?
I want to be able to see down below, so I got to be over the edge, I'm thinking.
Okay. So what you see is you see this. Let me make it a little. It's not quite to scale. It looks like this. It's probably.
Is that like a transport?
Yeah, so you recognize this as an Imperial assault transport. It's down in the cloud cover itself. You're not quite sure why none of the security security measures on this area didn't detect it, but you can see it down there in the hiding out in the gas.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know that there were 2 security guards right there next to the front. Are the stormtroopers not advancing against them at all?
This one got attacked by a pterodactyl, and I forgot to do anything for this guy.
Okay, but they're not looking like they're just complacent with the fact that the stormtroopers and the pterodactyls are attacking, right? Is he taking a defensive position?
Yeah, let's say that he tried to secure this dignitary and back away with her.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't seem. I just didn't do anything for them.
All right. So I will fire at the 2 wounded troopers that are on the deck.
Okay.
And do I need to roll for my jetpack again too?
No, that's easy.
So should I do 3 actions since I flew over there?
Yeah, we'll count as an action, but you don't need to roll for jetpack.
All right.
Roll another 6 on that 40. I want to see if you beat your other one. Oh, roll it again. Yeah, okay,
Ooh,
50. 50 is the high roll of the night.
Wow.
Yeah, you hit both of them. So go ahead and roll roll your damage.
So first one is 25, second one is 26.
Okay, first one. Okay, first one is dead, and second one is they're already
9.
wounded. I'm gonna say is now mortally wounded. I'm gonna change the damage rules and post it. Okay, so this guy, you take a shot off. Where do you want to hit him? Because you rolled a 50.
I would say probably back of the head.
All right. You also shoot this guy's head off. And this individual, where did you want to shoot them?
I mean, we always seem to like to shoot the legs, so I'll go left leg.
Okay. This person is mortally wounded. And that is the end of that round. So it is the Rusty on the pterodactyl. So let's see what. Okay, let's see what the pterodactyl does. I wrote out random 2. Okay.
Oh man, don't tell me it poops.
No, nope. It's gonna fly low to try to drag you to get you off its. Let me move to the front to try to get you off of its claw here. Okay, let's see. Roll your strength. You realize it's only attached to your glove, so if you wanted to escape, you could probably just get your glove off, or you could try to climb up of it when it's your turn.
Oh, no, I'm climbing up of it. I'll roll strength.
Okay, so roll your strength right now. Okay. So it swings you down low to the ground. It swings you through this guy and you hit him and knock him over. Swings you around this guy, you hit him as well. It's not hard because it's just sort of like, like hitting somebody. But then you're right next to this speeder bike. It's going to fly you almost right on top of that. Go ahead and just roll me another strength.
A little better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so you're able to I'm basically kind of using your climbing to sort of like pull yourself up and sort of get yourself out of the way. So with a 15 and 6 on your special, you're able to sort of raise yourself up so you don't run right into the top of this speeder bike, which really would have hurt. It's still inoperable because it's been ionized. But as you sort of lift over it, you could try to grab it if you wanted as well. But it seems like it would probably only slow you down. Or rip off your glove. Okay, so you managed to stay on. And it seems to be flying this way. And then turning. Looks like maybe it's going to fly to the other one. Except this one's pretty high up now. Okay, this other dactyl, let's go ahead and roll for it. 1. Okay. This one decides to... okay. Hey, Bota, roll 1d10.
Oh.
Oh. Mm.
Huh.
All right. So in my maneuvers, I had a 1 as being it attacked the first thing that it or its nearest thing, and I kind of yeah. And with you rolling a 1, let's see. All right. So it flies down and dive bombs this ship that's here in the smoke. So this ship starts rising up. Let's see. Okay. So a couple things happen at once. So, Bota, you could see this thing starting to move up and out of the clouds. So as it starts moving up, this thing lands right on the back and starts sort of like pecking at it as it sort of rises up. It looks like it's sort of rising up to be equal to the DS itself. And these side things open kind of like a U-wing, U-wing. And there's a couple of stormtroopers that sort of, oops, let me get these statuses cleared. Like the U-wing in Rogue One. Get out of here. And it sort of opens up. But as it opens up, the pterodactyl grabs one of them and throws him into the smoke cloud itself.
Oh my gosh. These beast handling skills are horrible.
Let's see. Let me roll a couple things on my end here. Okay. So this one is... Okay. Let's see. Nope. I think they are done. I think these two head back inside. They don't want to be killed. This one guy is the only person that's going to do anything. He is going to shoot another cable at this individual and hits, and is going to let's see, sort of like, I guess, start trying to reel this person in. So I'll move them to like right here. But it looks like as the ship sort of rises up and they stuck their head out, it looks like it hasn't really stopped moving. And now it is Katira. It's your turn.
So it's still rising up, or it's sorry,
Yeah.
what's it doing?
It rose out of the clouds. You see some stormtroopers on the sides sticking out like the U-wing in Rogue One, and it's still moving. Like it didn't like just go level and stop. Like it's still moving, so it hasn't finished wherever it's going. Or it decided, we're not stopping, we're just going to keep going and get out of here, or move to do whatever we thought we wanted to do.
So how long would it take to take someone's jetpack, or could I take someone's jetpack and put it on? Because I'm just wearing a dress.
You could. I would say it would take you a full round to put on a jetpack.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I will run kind of past this and slide to try and cut this rope as I take a shot at the stormtrooper that has that scientist entangled.
How are you going to cut the rope? Do you have a
with
knife?
Yeah, I've got a vibro dagger on me.
Okay, so knife in one hand and blaster in the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
oh,
I envisioned it as like she literally just like sprints and like almost like baseball slide, holding the knife up under the rope, holding the knife up to cut the line as she fires a shot off at the stormtrooper.
all right. Go ahead and roll your skill in the knife, and then roll your shot.
So the knife is I guess this is up to you. The knife is a melee weapon. I can do that, or I could do, if you want, an acrobatics roll to do it, or just forget that. I'll just roll the knife. It's better.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 2 actions. So this is for the knife.
Okay.
21, 5 on the special, and then where's my gun? I think it's 70, but I want to check. Yeah, so 70. So that'll go down to 60 to shoot him. 27.
Okay, so both hit. So roll your damage. It's gonna roll. I mean, unless you roll all ones on your knife's damage, you're gonna cut through it. And then roll your
The knife is
blaster's damage.
66.
Oh, okay. So you cut through it.
And there's the gun, 24.
All right. So you hit for 10. Which mortally wounds? Pull that back up.
She's either mortally wounded or incapacitated.
Incapacitated. Roll 1d6.
1.
Okay. Okay, so this person falls backwards. So you incapacitate them. They get shot and fall backwards into sort of the rest of the people on there, rather than falling forward to his death. But
Dang it.
you've stopped that. So no ramp. So it's Jimmy and Sparky. Let's do this quick, I think, because it's getting late. But Sparky's probably gonna keep trying to kill this unless he sees new prey, new blood.
I feel like he'd drop the body now that he sees there are a range of new troopers. Like slowly dropping this incapacitated corpse of a stormtrooper next to him. And I think he would immediately, before Jimmy again, Jimmy's still jamming on that flute in the meantime. Sparky will take a shot with his blaster at the one on the far left.
All right, go ahead and shoot.
And the weapon scans on this place they're really going to be like drilled into. Like, 1, you had 0 response to any action, and 2, how did you let all these people in with guns? That astromech.
Clearly packing the heats. Is it 66? It's 66. Oh, and a special. All right. 1d6. 23 to hit the one on the far left.
Okay, you hit.
And I'm assuming it's just standard 5d.
Yeah.
Is it 5d6 damage? Yeah,
5d6.
19.
All right, you hit for 5. That person is wounded, so they fall. Roll 1d6.
3.
Okay, so say you hit in the stomach. I was gonna say if you hit them in the foot, then they would just fall over. Roll 1d6 one more time.
Sure. 4.
Okay. No, this person falls over backwards. And is wounded.
Jawa Jimmy is going to take 2 shots with. Oh, we know we can't. The heavy blaster one is. Wait, did I bring my rifle with me? No. Wait. Is it on the list anymore?
I don't think you snuck a rifle in.
No, I didn't see the right. It was just a heavy blaster.
Yeah.
And the ion. Well, that thing is just massive. I will take a shot at the one in the middle then.
Okay.
Because he hasn't been shot yet, right? Because
correct.
that's the only one unwounded. Okay, I'll take a shot at him with the thunder. Jawa Jamie will pause for a moment, stop playing his lovely flute.
You interrupted the concert. The concerto.
Take a 26 to hit.
All right, you hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
66 plus 2. 22 damage.
All right, you hit that person for 6. They are also wounded. So go ahead and roll 1d6. Let's see where you hit.
3.
Right in the gut again. Okay, roll 1d6.
And you want to see 6.
Oh, that person clutches their stomach and slips on their own blood and falls off to its death. Ah!
The Wilhelm scream.
Yep. All right.
Star Wars, it has to be.
I know we should have that as like a plug and play like soundboard. All right, Rusty, it is your turn.
Okay. Is this dactyl struggling? Like it
No,
knows.
man. I mean, think of I just want you to think right now, Rusty. Jurassic Park. Dactyls.
It worked
Well,
out
what
great
I'm really
for,
thinking about.
The Jurassic Park.
What I'm really thinking about is flying over the edge of this thing.
Also, that glove was a gift. I really don't want to see you lose it.
Oh, there's pressure right now. So is this dactyl struggling, like, or does it not care that I'm stuck to it?
It doesn't like the fact you're there, but it doesn't hamper its flying ability. I mean, it was carrying a speeder bike.
I'm so terrified right now. This could be the last time I ever see Rusty. All right, so it's got a good, like, my thing's, how tight am I? I mean, I'm hanging on. It's just caught on it, right? I don't feel like there's a lot.
I mean, you could easily slip it out. You could try to be more complicated and figure out how to detach it and keep it. You could, detach it and climb up it.
Oh, really dangerous. I'd like to detach it and try to keep it. But I feel like I got like a second to do this.
And drop off?
Yeah, well, how high am I?
Oh, you were just skidding on the ground. You're only a couple of feet off the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get off of this thing before I fly off the edge.
Okay.
A long fall. People have been falling over this thing.
All right, roll your dexterity. That's 3D plus 1.
No, I'm more thinking about whether or not I need to use some character points here. I've been rolling garbage all night. All right, I'm gonna use 2 character points. 2
Okay.
more. I mean, I'm terrified right now. Like, I started snacking on something because I'm so nervous. All right. 15. Man, that's so low.
It's not, though. It's a moderate difficulty, almost difficult difficulty. All right, so you're able to detach it. Roll 1d6. I'm going to do the grenade deviation check to see sort of where you roll.
Boy.
5.
All right, so you go, you detach, you roll, you land on the ground, and you roll right here, and you hit the 5-foot wall.
I'll take it.
This guy comes up to you and goes, what the? I've never seen anything like that before.
Just another day with this group, man. Just another day.
Glad the security guard is so interested in actually protecting anybody.
Now it is Jowkazza's turn.
Okay. I mean, I'll continue to just kind of follow the group. So I'm going to come up here against the wall. Yeah, I'll come up here and I'll kind of take cover next to this guard near Bota and Katara.
Okay. Yeah, not a lot left to do.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is Bota. It's your turn.
Is there any weapons on this side of the transport that are like training onto like the platform?
No. So they do have guns back here and here. They look like they're facing
Okay.
front. But no. But this is still moving. It's still like sort of moving up, and now it seems to be kind of moving up and to the right.
Let's see if I can land on top of it.
You could also land inside. There's an open hole right here where they're shooting.
Oh, is
out.
it open now? Where the stormtroopers were?
Yeah.
I'll take a shot at that. Why not?
Okay.
Do I need to roll to land inside?
Yeah. So you're gonna jetpack inside, or you're just gonna try to jump?
No, I'll try to like basically levitate myself into the actual opening without like, messing myself up too bad, but also be looking to see if there's any troopers right there or just like around the corner.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and roll your jetpack.
26.
Okay. Okay, so there's 3 on the other side. So let me see if I can better illustrate this. It's gonna be hard because I turned this, but so this right here, whoa, is like it's like an open area, like in a U-wing, where it's kind of like a bunch of troops would just sort of sit and wait. Oh, this is
Yeah.
so hard to.
Kind of like racks on either side.
Right. And these 3, like so it's shaking. This whole thing is shaking violently because shoot, let me bring this up front, because you have this pterodactyl on top.
Just trying to peck it to death.
Yeah, it's on top of it, and it's like it's attacking it. So it's shaking it. These guys are all and they just saw their friends sort of fall back. And Bota, where are you? This sucks. Okay, so it's kind of like this. And so they're not ready, and they're not expecting this at all. It looks like now that you're on the ship and it's moving, it feels like they're moving away, like they've given up. So you land in there, and there's 3 troopers, and there's like a door right here. What do you do? I mean, you didn't know there's troopers in here, so and you would have made it no matter how many actions. So if you want to continue with some actions, you can.
I'm gonna tell them that they should abandon ship.
Okay, are you gonna go in there and intimidate them?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you wearing?
Oh.
Do you have your helmet on or no? I don't think you would have. No.
Probably not.
Yeah, you wouldn't have worn it to the gala. Okay. Roll your intimidation.
All right. Let's see.
But if you're gonna shoot afterward, like I need to know so we can do minuses to rolls.
Oh, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say, like, get off the ship. It's no longer under the control.
Okay, let's see.
All right. 22.
Okay, let's see. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
I see.
22. No, I don't. You know, seeing all their friends get shot, and then seeing you, you know, come in here, definitely does shake them. But no, they're not going to. They're not going to stop. They say exit the vehicle.
All right. Oh, they're not gonna leave, huh?
Well, where would they go? Would they jump off this side and fall to their death?
Or get off onto the platform.
Well, this thing's still moving. The ship that they're on is still. It didn't stop. It's still moving. So
I would assume that this area up here would be like the cockpit area.
yeah, there's a no there. This is the cockpit.
Oh, that's the cockpit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes things.
These engine-looking things are the cockpit.
These rear engine jets always get me.
And there's a
Those
door right here.
rear engine drive Starcraft.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to start making my way towards what I would consider to be the cockpit.
I'm gonna see how they handle you. Okay, they don't do anything right away. I think they've seen everyone get shot and killed, so they freeze in a moment. But now that's the end of the turn. Now it's their turn. All right. Well, now I guess now that's okay. Well, I'm gonna do the dactyls. So this one lands on top and attacks, and starts shaking the ship. Let me roll for them. And this one also lands on top of the ship. It joins the other one, and is now attacking their ship. Okay. So these three regain their composure, and they're gonna take a shot at you. Each of them are gonna shoot at you. So go ahead and roll your dodge, Bota.
Why would they not take a hint? There's two pterodactyls trying to blow this ship up, and they're sitting here trying to shoot at me.
What else are they gonna do?
Get off the ship.
Well, it's still moving.
All right. 30.
Okay. First one, 22. Second one, 22. Third one, 24. None of them hit.
Just blaster bolts in the side of the bulkhead next to me as I walk towards the pilot's area.
All right, Katira, it's your turn. All you see is Bota sort of fly in there. He yells something. This thing is still moving. And it's trying to move away now. And maybe...
Did you strap your jetpack on?
No, I opted to save the scientist instead.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty far jump, but you might be able to make it. I think Jay could make it if he wanted to. But it's your turn. This thing looks like it's moving away, and it looks like it's gonna it stopped rising in altitude, but it's sort of turning and moving like it might be dropping back down into the clouds.
I will I'll go. I can't she can't pass up the opportunity. She goes and she says to Calomos, I want you to know that this is gonna cost you a lot. And she goes to the stormtrooper, and she I I don't know if he's conscious or not. I don't know if she cares that he's conscious. She pulls out her lightsaber, as she takes his jetpack. She says, "It's okay. This is only the beginning." And she lights her lightsaber to kill the stormtrooper. She goes to put on his jetpack so that I can go on with Bota.
Okay, so you pull out your lightsaber, you kill the stormtrooper, and then
Yeah, I don't want him struggling as I'm taking his jetpack.
Okay, but you don't do anything horrific like slice his arms off so it's easier to take his jetpack.
No, just this is only the beginning.
Okay, peaceful words, and then you spend the turn getting on a jetpack.
Yeah.
All right, it is Jimmy and Sparky's turn.
Can Joe and Jimmy see these 3 stormtroopers up here? Are
No,
they
I
exposed?
I don't think we
No.
can see across to him, no.
We don't see him, right?
You don't
So-
see him. You see Bota fly in there, and that's about it, really.
And let's see, pterodactyls, they're doing their thing. Is the one by Katira still alive? I thought it was, or did
No.
Katira actually finish him off?
Finish off with a lightsaber.
You see a bright white blade just erupt through
Oh.
his helmet.
So now you see the different colored lightsaber, Jimmy.
Yeah. Joe Jimmy is now jealous. He's like, ooh, that does look pretty. Joe Jimmy makes a mental note to ask questions later. He's like, ooh, I didn't know they came in white. And knowing's half the battle. Now onwards. I must kill the one that Sparky. Oh, I shouldn't steal Sparky's kill. Sparky's gonna pull the circular saw and finish the job on this trooper right here.
Okay.
Before Jawa Jimmy gets the chance to shoot him.
droids
I'm
get-
assuming he's.
Do droids get dark side?
I don't know, man, but I'm pretty sure this one would have already gotten like mini if there was an option.
Yeah. Well. Nope. So okay.
At 28 to hit. Yeah, 28 to hit. Circular saw.
Okay. I think we lost Jay again. That might be the end time for Jay.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it might be end time. It's pretty late.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So Sparky goes and kills the stormtrooper.
Pretty much.
Got it. Okay. And then what does Jimmy do though?
I think Jawa Jimmy, now that he sees the pterodactyls going AWOL and going nuts, he's gonna move closer to Sparky. He's gonna have Sparky lift him up, and he's gonna play his flute to his full extent that he can.
I like
Okay.
the idea that Jawa Jimmy thinks that he's caused the pterodactyls to attack the stormtroopers.
I like that idea too. I like the idea that Jawa Jimmy's like, yep, they're listening to me now. I told them to do this.
He's gonna go for it, man. He's gonna play his heart out.
Perfect.
At a whole lot of 13.
Love it. Wait. But to be clear, does Jawa Jimmy think that he's doing this to the pterodactyls? Does Jawa Jimmy think that the pterodactyls are attacking their own people now because of his playing?
No, I don't think he's that incompetent, but I think he doesn't. I don't think he's that naive. At the same time, I also don't imagine that would deter him from still playing because he wants to play his heart out. The Omnibox got the juices flowing, and now he wants to be able to play more music. And when he saw them lizard creature, he's like, "Here's my chance. Got to redeem myself from that stupid dragon I couldn't calm down properly."
Okay, got it. Okay.
So that's his motivation.
Cool. Okay. They
You're like,
they keep going. Actually, roll 1d6 for me. Or 1d10? That's what I wrote. 1d10.
Sure. What do we got here? A 9.
All right. This little pterodactyl over here starts attacking the thing as well. This one isn't. This one flies over, intrigued by the sounds it hears. You don't know if it's gonna. It's menacing or not, but this little pterodactyl comes over. It starts flying over to you.
No, Jimmy's not against us yet.
Hasn't attacked. All right, it is now.
I guess it's my turn.
It is now Rusty's turn.
Guard next to Rusty. Does he have a blaster of some sort?
He does.
So after he is impressed by me falling and almost dying, I'm gonna just grab his blaster in frustration. Like, what are you doing?
It's my first day.
Just give me that. Be useful. And then what should I roll to grab from him, or does he just?
He'll just give it to you. He just saw you get dropped by the pterodactyl.
All right, and I just want to start. I'm gonna fire 3 shots at the pterodactyl, just like in just sheer anger.
This one or the one that dropped you? This one.
Which one did it?
This one dropped you.
I'm gonna do the other one because it's closer, and I don't know like which one is which at this point. I'm just shooting.
I'm dactyl blind.
Yeah, I'm dead. I don't even know what this blaster is. I'm not even worried about it.
It's a blaster rifle. So go ahead and shoot. How many shots are you gonna shoot?
Yeah.
Just 1 or 2?
I'm gonna shoot 3. I'm just like so enraged. Blaster is dexterity?
Yeah.
No. Okay. And because
wait, you don't have blaster as a skill at all?
not. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think Roostan ever had that.
Yeah, he never used a blaster. So your dexterity is 3d plus 1. So you could do 3 shots, but they're all going to be 1d plus 1 each.
Like, you're not using this thing. Let me have it.
I'm going to accidentally shoot everyone else.
I'm going to shoot 3 times all at one.
Okay. All right.
You never know. I might hit something. D plus 1. There's still a chance.
There's still a chance. If you get all 6s, yeah. Well, actually, they're not that hard to hit because they're so big.
Did I do that right? I did not do that right. It would just be the.
It should just be.
It would just be the second one.
Yeah.
So it would be 4, 4, and 6.
Yeah.
4, 4, and 6.
Like that. Oh, but I guess you have
you
plus
want me
1.
Should I just take the wild die on all of them?
Yeah.
The second die?
I would just
so then it would just be 4, 4, 6.
Something like that. Did you roll? What?
Oh, I was just okay.
So okay, 5, 3. Hey, you got a 10.
There you go.
10 is not. None of them hit.
and then I just throw the blaster on the ground.
I was like, if you roll a straight 1, I'm gonna be like you accidentally hit somebody. But you didn't hit a 1. You rolled it. That 2 was close though. Okay, it is now Jowkazza. Jay came back. This is probably potentially the last round. So this will be the last round of the night. So Jay, go ahead and do what you want to do.
Okay. Sorry, I missed a little bit, but do we have any idea like what these guys are doing here?
They seem to be trying to capture the scientists. They bypassed the dignitaries who were kind of at the front and instead wrapped up the scientists with whipcord throwers, but were prevented from being able to escape with them. And then they even tried to grab one from the ship before.
Is this guy next to Katara? He's unconscious or conscious at all?
He's very dead now.
He's dead.
Dang it.
But Bota jumped on the ship and is inside the enemy ship, and it looks like it's moving away.
Yeah.
Come sail away. Come sail away. Come sail away with me.
I mean, you have climbing and jumping as a skill, so it wouldn't be too hard if you decided to follow him. But it does seem like maybe, yeah,
Oof.
a risky move.
I mean, it'd be one thing to jump on it, but Bota can jetpack off if it keeps moving away. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
That ship is sailed.
And those guys are inside. I can't really see them, right?
Right. All
I
you
don't have
really
blindness.
saw is Bota kind of go past you and fly inside, and it's still moving, so you don't really know what's happening.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Why not? Sure. I'll jump and climb on.
All right.
You want me to roll something for that?
Yep. Roll your climbing jumping skill. It should be under your strength.
Yep. Yeah. What is it? Plus 2D. I'll use my claws to do this. I don't know if that makes sense.
You could use your claws if you, like, let's say you, I mean, sure, you can, I guess you could use them if you need to grab onto something, but you're probably just trying to jump over this and go through the sort of the open area over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a 6 on your special. Yeah, no problem. So you jump across this ship as it's moving. You see these 2 wounded guys down the ground. You also see these 3 that had their blasters trained on Bota as he sort of dodged out of the way and is trying to go through there's a door over here. This is like sort of like a Ewing in Rogue One, where it's this kind of open area where it's like more of a troop transport. So they're not. I mean, they were surprised by Bota, but they're even more surprised when you show up here.
Okay. And when I get on, I mean, am I just like out there like a sitting duck, or is there any cover whatsoever? Or?
So I did this, like, you couldn't declare all your actions because you didn't know what you would find in here. So if you wanted to continue to do things like shoot or, you know, if you want to shoot them or dodge or brawl or something, you know, you can do that. You just have to tell me everything that you want to do so we can start,
Yeah.
keeping track of your actions.
And what's this in the middle? Is
That's
there an area? Okay.
I mean, there's just chairs against. Well, actually, no. That's right. This is where they all sit. So this is like, chairs that are like 4 feet high, and this over here, normally is open. It's not open right now. This is open, and there's 3 people right here, and this is sort of like they would all sort of sit around that rectangle.
Okay. And this guy, with 3 health, is he conscious?
No.
Or all right.
Those 2 are down for a while.
All right. So I'll just get up close next to this and kind of take cover behind the center pole.
Okay. You don't want to do anything? Okay. No problem. So it is now, Bota, it's your turn. So you try to go in that door, and as you start walking over there, they fired on you. So you can either choose to ignore them and go through, but you also see behind you, Jowkazza jumps in and promptly just hides behind the sitting area. Or gets
So
cover.
is the door locked?
No, I don't think so. It's open. You just,
All right.
as you were going for it last time, you didn't have enough actions to really open it. Yeah, you can open the door if you want.
All right, I'll try to get in there.
Okay, so too many things going on this map. Okay, so you see a cockpit with 4 Imperial, like 2 engineers and 2 pilots. And one of them looks back as the door opens and does a double take. And he goes, Sith spawn, like as more of a curse. Like that is a real curse from the extended universe. So none of them are armed, and it's just pilots.
I'm gonna put my gun up to the back of the head of one of the pilots and say, "Put this thing down nice and easy."
Okay. All right. Okay. So the pilot goes, complying. Where do you want me to put it down?
I'm gonna direct him towards the landing platform that we just landed on.
Oh, you mean like go back around the city to where we came in?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know, there's enough clearing on this platform, or this platform can hold it.
Yeah, I don't know. It lines up pretty good. But he says, okay, what should we do about the dactyls?
Take evasive maneuvers so you can get them off.
Okay. All right. So you kind of have control of the ship there. All right. So I think we should probably pause. It got this ran pretty late, so I thank everyone for staying late. But I think this is probably the good stopping point because you have control of the ship. Just have some loose ends like the dactyls, and then sort of doing like a like if you talking to these people to figure out what's going on. So how about we pause it here because it's just super late, and we'll pick it up next time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. And I'll just pause it.
Now we
right
have
here,
control.
and we'll just pick it right up and sort of see what happens.
Cool.
Sounds
That was
good.
great.
Okay, cool.
I
So
gotta jump off. I gotta get a early morning meeting.
Yeah, sounds good. So I'll see everyone the Thursday the 13th.
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Thanks, everyone. And special thanks to Jay
Thanks,
for
guys.
staying so late.
Good night.
All right. Thanks,
Have a good
everyone.
night.
Seriously.
Yep.
See ya.